One of the things that you will run into when you're doing an install for a church is that many of our churches are old buildings. And so even when we went to do the electrical aspect of putting in the sound system, we had to do some very creative things to figure out how to run the wiring to hook up the speakers, to rehook up the speakers, the new speakers. And so there was a lot of crawl spaces and things that I had to have people go through. And even on today, we're installing speakers, the hardware and everything, and so we're running into problems where there's not a stud, or you're trying to put the hardware up and you're running into a metal plate or something that's in the wall, and so you have to reposition and change the location of it and go up a little higher or a little lower. And so you'll run into these different little things that are happening when you do an install. No different when a whole new building is going up. The construction, you think it's going to be this, you think you're going to be on time, with this type of scheduling, it'll be done by a certain time, and then you run into issues. And so we've run into a couple of issues today, but we have figured them out, have to be creative and get the job done. And so that's what we're doing as we're installing these speakers in this old building that was constructed many, many years ago. And so we're doing it. We're doing it. We're finding what we need to do to be able to mount these speakers, and they'll be sturdy and safe and getting up. So we have put up most of the speakers that are inside the sanctuary, and now we're working on the speakers that are in the fellowship hall. So we are now installing speakers down in the fellowship hall and have ran into quite a few problems. One is there is concrete behind the sheetrock, and so we have to now go and get special bits and things like that for the drill to be able to get through the sheetrock, right? We got to get through the sheetrock and then get into the concrete so that we can hang the hardware to be able to put the speakers on. So this is about installation and what happens, when you're doing an install, especially in an older building, And so we are diligently doing that. And hopefully we'll be able to get those speakers in the fellowship hall done today, so that we can continue doing all the other equipment. The work still continues. Here we are on another day, and we are still doing some carpentry work. The speakers have been put up on the upper level being the sanctuary level, as well as the lower level being the fellowship hall. And now we are working on the room where they want their mixing console and the other items that we will be placing in there. So we're working on that, the shelf for the board and whatnot. The snake has been ran, and so we still have some more wiring to do. And then the next phase we'll be doing is really the tweaking of the system to make sure it's just right for the pastor and the congregation. All right, we just finished up another day of installation day, and we have started tweaking the system. And the pastor was there tonight. It was Bible study, and we were able to get a good level for him in his monitor as well as in the house. And we had deacons and trustees that were there, and they were able to let us know what was comfortable for them. And so we have probably one more day that we'll go and just tidy up wiring and making sure it's tucked nice and neat and everything is tapered down, as well as finishing up a little bit more tweaking of the system. And then we will come in on Sunday morning, and then we will be able to do another level of tweaking to make sure that the choir
is happy, the organist is happy, as well as when the congregation comes in, the levels are comfortable for them. And then the next stage will be that we will schedule a time to meet with, probably a couple times, to meet with those that are going to be trained on the system so that they will have the basics and know what to do. And so we are almost done with the install aspect of it and getting levels and things like that. And then we will go into the training aspect of it. But sound engineers don't have regular hours. They don't have 9 to 5 kind of thing. You start early in the morning and you don't finish till late at night. And so that's kind of the life of a sound engineer. And that's what we do. We love what we do, and we strive to do what we do with excellence. And so after tonight, after the pastor was there and deacons and trustees, they were very happy and very satisfied. They were like excited about their new system, and they really can't wait till Sunday when we really get to try it out. We really get to try it.